Welcome back to Arcane Rush, and this time I hope you're feeling ghoulish because we're going to do the Undead run. Jumping straight into the Undead, the tier 1s do not seem strong at all. As opposed to other seasons, some of them were alright when you had like Ratcatcher and the, god, what's he called? Casket, something guy, when he was hurt took damage in the previous seasons. But this time you have the Undying Mogo, which is Death, Summon and Necro Plenty, which is a 4-1 but gives you a coin, but he is cursed, so he will not survive if he attacks. Then you have the Disguised Spiders, which is a 0-1, which summons a 2/1/1s. We then have the Midnight Snacker, which is cursed and revive. So he attacks and instantly dies and only has 1 HP across the first 3 units that you can get in Undead. It's not really looking too great to start off with, but a tier 2 that I do quite like is the Raging Spirit. Avenge, gain 1 HP. If that ally that died had cursed, which we just spoke about before, gain 2 HP permanently instead. Now I don't mind this as an early game scaler when you're getting into tier 2. We then have the Bite Club, which is Avenge, give your undead units 2+1. It does not say everywhere, so be careful with that. Then we have the Restless Gravedigger, which is hurt, summon 2/2, Bone Warden. The Bone Warden has Taunt and Cursed, but he can be pretty solid. Extra units on the board early on in the game really help out as well, get you trophies through that. Moving on to the tier 3s though, which is Dubious Summoner. Death, give your cursed units 3+ damage wherever they are, which is why I mentioned everywhere just before there, because he says wherever they are. So when you're summoning your spiders, they've got 3+ damage once he's died. You're summoning your Gravedigger guy, whatever I just mentioned there, they've got 3+ damage. They're then a 5/2 rather than a 2/2. Next up we have Riptide Reverend. Cursed Death, the next time a different ally with cursed attacks, summon me to attack first. This used to be insane in previous seasons. When you're running Undead, you get this first. It'll be like a 20 damage cursed unit that attacks every time before your other unit actually attacks. That's great. If you can incorporate that into your build, that's fantastic. Being a tier 3 is a bit questionable though. It might not happen straight out the bat. Moving on, Doom Patreon, which is before this is attacked, give the attacking enemy cursed. That's great because if an enemy with cursed attacks, they die instantly. So this is essentially doing a trade-off for the 1 damage that it has with the free health. If you can get that stacked up, it's pretty solid. He will survive and give it taunt. He's essentially going to wipe the whole board. Moving on to a Boneyard Overseer, which I quite like it, which is play, give an undead ally revive and cursed. So when it's cursed it dies, as we spoke about before, and a lot of the undead kind of rely on cursed units dying to get permanent stats. But this one can give revive. So you can then have the very starting point where you get 2 spiders, for example, you can give that unit revive. So you'll end up getting 4 spiders for that. If you've got them at like 9/1 or something, that's what? 4 9s is 36. That's great damage that you can do before your other units are even attacked with this revive ability. And then we're talking about all these summoning stuff. You need the Deathly Summoner, which is whenever you summon an undead, give it 10+10. You need that essentially if that's the route you're going with the undead. If you're going for the Avenge section, then you don't necessarily need the summoner, but having a summoner never hurt your builds. In previous seasons, the summoner's always been one of the mainstays and kind of there that is needed for the undeads. And speaking of units that you will summon is the River Styx Guide. Death, summon a different tier 4/5 undead. That's great because they can be a list of anything that we've just mentioned. You can have the Swamp Thing, which is Avenge, gain 2+1, or 3+3 if that ally that died has cursed permanently. So that's a great ability here for a tier 4, because you're then summoning one which might have cursed. You then have Ghost Harvester, Avenge 5, get a random cursed unit. Death, summon a plain copy of the last unit you got. That's a great way to get golden units on the board by just having this guy in play. We have the Underworld Legion. When you summon a unit with cursed in combat, give the ally to my right 3+3 permanently. Again, you'll be doing this naturally anyway because all the units above kind of have cursed when they are summoned. So you will be given these stats naturally. Just place that somewhere to a unit you want to be strong, which will be fantastic. Now we have a lot of tier 5s that are going to be hard to break down and see which direction you want to take it, but this is Malachar Harbinger. When you summon a unit with cursed in combat, double its stats. So you're summoning units, and if you pair that with the one we just mentioned, this tier 4, you're giving 3+3 permanently to the unit of your right. You're going to then double the stats if you have this guy on the board of the cursed unit, so you're benefiting all around with these cursed abilities, but they are naturally cursed. So once they attack, they die. It doesn't matter how many stats they've actually got. If they could survive, then they wouldn't, because they'll just die because of curse. We got Lady Ghoulish, which is mentioned cursed. Death, gain 7+7 permanently, and summon an exact copy of myself without this death ability. So that's good, because she keeps her stats because she's summoning an exact copy. has to say exact copy, and you will get all the stats that she dies with originally. So you could essentially get, like, if she had 50-50, you would get 100 for that. She would die on the first attack, but you're doing 50 damage, then doing 50 damage again once she gets summoned, but that's going up permanently every time as well, so she keeps her stats a really good tier 5. A tier 5 we've seen before is Baron Von Buff. The very first time I spoke about him, called him Baron Von Trump. That is not who he is. Def, give undead units everywhere, 10+10 until next turn. Pretty solid. If you get him dying straight away, get him revive as well, cursed ability, then your units are getting 20+20 straight off the bat. You get him golden, what does he go up to? 20+20, so that's 40+40 if he's got revive and he's golden, although it's a tier 5, so that won't happen too much. But that's a good late game to give you the advantage on some of the units that can get really high. And now this one's quite interesting because this is Def, give a different undead ally Def, summon a Croco Bile and give it cursed. So you're could potentially get 3 units to be summoned off just this one unit here. So if you pair it out with something else, it just randomly goes somewhere so you don't know where it is. But you could also keep that surprise factor in your builds. Maybe one you'd probably avoid because it doesn't do too much in terms of like gaining stats and putting stats on the board as much as we mentioned before, but he is summon a cursed unit, so that could benefit into what you're building elsewhere on the board. And the final tier 5 is this Spider Mama. Cursed, Def, summon a cursed spider for every available slot on the board. And now we all know what a cursed spider is because we spoke about that before. You don't get to see that though. Does this guy show the cursed spiders? Here they are. Here's the cursed spiders. It's just a spider, 1/1, cursed, and it'll do the damage. But if you've been putting in the groundwork before, they're not going to be 1/1 anymore. But enough talking about undead, let's actually see how they work. Okay, so we have dwarf, undead, and ninja. And we actually have one of the greatest heroes in my opinion, which is a rare, and that is Halfdan the Stoutheart, which with 0 cost to active ability, refresh the shop, then give its units 1+2. Or we have when you upgrade the shop, that's quite good, could be beneficial for undead, but I just feel like these stats are going to be so much better beneficial. The other one, you only get like 5 uses of it. You're upgrading the shop 5 times, 4 times really, because you're already at tier shop 1. But in this situation, like we could rotate the shop. Probably not going to. Well, I'm probably just going to take this guy for now. And because if we rolled nothing, but you see their stats are being good, so we're kind of looking to roll maybe the spider guy, give him 1. We should win this one, as long as they got no sneaky abilities. They've got the upgrade shop guy that we had actually the opportunity to take him, but we draw that one. They're not winning it, that's not what I meant. Someone else is using, we're up against Halfdan Stout, whatever his name is, Stout, I feel like I've combined 2 of them there. What is his name? It doesn't tell you that. Oh no, it doesn't tell you, yeah. No, Healthy Mead, did not tell you. Not that it really matters. We'll go for the reduced shop later on in the game. That'll help us. We'll give a rotate. Dwarfs would be insane right now, but unfortunately we're doing undead. Dwarf will come. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we don't win that. We chose the upgrade though. They did not choose the upgrade. They chose the unit. Probably smarter, but we can just win this now. Because we're at tier shop 2, so we're looking at better units. We do have a spider, annoyingly kind of from the off. Let's rotate. Ah, yes, we got another spider. We knew that was going to happen. And another spider. Could have had that spider golden. What's his name? The Sky Spiders. It's not actually a spider. He has a cursed unit though. So his health doesn't matter too much, but that 1 damage will come in crucial here. Oh, the first strike, man. That annoys the hell out of me. I'm so sick of ninjas. And that's why spiders are good. Wahaha. That's why spiders are good, because we had more units on the board. The thing with undead is they seem to go really, really wide. Not so much high. Like dragons, you can have 1 unit's really strong. Whereas undead, you kind of have a bunch of units that are just strong. Like mid-strong though. You're talking like your 40s, your 50s, and then you just have lots of them coming in to the front. And this is why our hero is kind of good, because we've took this unit here, then we can rotate, we got a Blessed Matreon, which is fantastic for us, but we got a free refresh there, which enabled us to get that without having to sacrifice a unit or upgrade the shop. But 10, 20, we're going to do enough. 6, 1s, 3, they respawn a 1/1. Oh no, they don't. Oh well, yeah, we don't win that. Those respawns were kind of crazy. What's it looking like? Oh, we got 4 trophies? Oh, okay, calm. We just win this one and we're through. Easy, undead. God, they're so easy to play. When does this ability trigger? Next turn. So ideally want to be upgrading the shop at this point. So let's take this spider. I believe he summons a 2/2. He summoned 2/2 spiders, yeah. So rather than the 1/1s, we'll get the tier 3, play Discover Race, it's not on the board, but an ally with Taunt, give it 2+2 damage. We'll take this neutral here, and we will take this Death Ninja to ensure that we get through. Selling that, upgrading the shop, because our shop's going to be free. Your next shop refresh because you're yep, perfect. I'm not going to trigger the refresh at the minute. We do need to see some more undeads on the board, essentially. Cursed maybe wasn't the best, but he does do 7 damage now. So let's see what they do. You trade their blows. We trade them blows. We got 7/5 back and then 2/2 spiders. Just cleaning up the business with that respawn Death Ninja that we needed there in order to secure that we are through. But we're tier shop free, looking comfortable here, trying to get up as quickly as possible. You really, ideally, to have any chance of a good run, is be at tier shop free as you get to the hearts or by the time your second battle in the hearts actually is. Let's see some undead. Perfect, perfect, beautiful. This guy is deft, give the free. So that's going to benefit our spiders. We can...
Yeah, it's a weird career pivot.
Sell this unit, buy this unit, upgrade the shop unit. I don't know why I said unit there, it just felt right. That's why it had to announce that. Play this guy. Do this. Give your cursed units. The spiders are cursed. This is cursed. That's cursed. So that's going to be good. Refresh the shop. I've already used this turn. No, I haven't. Summoners and... oh my god, Lady Ghoulish. We have got Lady Ghoulish. Can we get one of them now? Oh, we could get Lady Ghoulish now. We can get Lady... we're going to do it. We're in the hearts. We're comfortable. We're forward to take this risk for the setup. We want this summoning body right here. Avenge, give your undead units. We're not too fussed about your tier 2. I mean, you would have been better a bit earlier on, but we're happy to take the sacrifice here because once we get this on the board, that's going to give our spiders 10+10, which will be fantastic. We're getting the death ability at the top left here. Ninjas are just going to easily overpower us. Spider summon, they get that units. Oh, cursed. Yep, Lady Ghoulish, forgot about her. She's now at 2012. Still cursed though. Why? Oh yeah, of course, that's actually her text is without the death ability. Again, a cursed, the curse. I get it. It makes so much more sense. It is cursed ability. You know, you're cursed. But, come on. Like, make it make sense. Do you get what I'm hinting at there? Like, we're doing stuff. We have a Lunner. This is fantastic here. We have 2 summoning abilities here. I'll rotate. See what I can find. Not a great tier 5. Some more cursed units. Okay. So we want this spider here. And actually, he triggers when you summon one, when you play one on the board, which is quite good. So that's now a 15/20. If we find a stealth guy from ninjas, we can then play some more units to get their stats up a bit better. But I'm feeling comfortable right now. Let's see what Nota's up to. They're going Nords. They went with the Berserk route and the Rhino Rider. The shield breaks, but we did not attack, so that's kind of where Cursed comes into it. But look at our spiders. 26/14s. Are you crazy me? Are you crazy me? Are you crazy? 60/38. It's enough. It's enough. But we need a stronger unit to go alongside of it because it's got Cursed. So I'm okay with where we're at the minute. Our units are getting strong, but we need a unit to go alongside this so they can kind of be keeping us afloat. We got this one, which is play, got a Warhorse. We can then sell that, play the Warhorse, give 6+6 to someone, sell that, buy this one, which gives a 10+10, upgrade the shop to get to tier 5. Golden unit. I mean, golden units are always great, aren't they? Maybe I don't really want Barrier, so, and another refresh, Blessed Matreon, I would normally save. Well, should I save that? I'm gonna have coins next time. Let's save it. We're up against ninjas, but they're not the summoning ninjas. They summon 1+1. Spider's going to die, which is great. We have no ability in the minute, which is this guy. Yeah, it's a Swamp Thing. Yeah, when the cursed unit dies, that's up to 90/45 at the minute. So if we are taking attacks on that, it's great. What was I looking for? When a cursed unit dies, give stats permanently. That's what I'm looking for. That's not happening at the minute here. So, well, why did I say Blessed Matreon? Why did I save that? I can get rid of you now, right? You are doing your bit. It's not enough now. You need to be gone. Really? More spiders? Okay. This guy gives revive. I'm going to give revive to this. I'm going to sell this. Play Blessed Matreon to this one. Sell Blessed Matreon. Buy this. Give Cursed and Revive to that. That's a 1-1. Hopefully they attack this one first so everything can spawn in here. You're doing well. I like that. If he survives when she dies and comes back, he then doubles her stats. I think that's why she's looking so good. And if they're like she dies before all of them, then we're in a good position here. And once again, we're in a good position here to take this board on. I'm concerned about the free heart person, as always. But spiders spawning, the revive didn't happen too much. No, I gave revive to the other person, which is fine. Because now we summon in a tier 4 to 5, then respawn that one that comes back in. Our back units weren't even touched there because of all that like abilities, and no one has free hearts. The lobby has quivered, the lobby has shaken. You see what I mean? Like, we've got like a wide variety where we can do 50 damage to you, 50 damage to you. We got a golden Blessed Matreon. I'm not skipping over that. Let's cut the nonsense. That's absolutely fantastic. I don't want to give it to our cursed units, so I'm going to sell this one, play this one. Again, I'm going to give it to this guy. He deserves it. He's worked so hard for that. Sure, that doesn't matter. Sell the Blessed Matreon though. Rotate. There's a shark. Why not bring the shark into play? Unless we see anything that's slightly better, worth... That's good early on. Don't get that now, that's far too late if you are going to get that. Same with all of these. This swamp thing could be good. I don't know really now what I replace it with. My board's looking pretty solid. I'm going to rotate. Ninjas would be a great setup here, by the way. Maybe we should throw this guy in, have a little like hybrid build here to summon some more things that will summon and destroy other units. Okay, so, oh god, that's strong. But we could chip it away at it. Okay, so the spiders are going to come in. And they did not get the chance to attack. But that's okay. This guy's attacking, so the shark is now attacking. Takes that unit out. So we didn't have to do any damage. The shark then attacks again. We summon that back in. Spawns double the stats. He is dead. Summon the shark in. Does that damage. Is one unit on the board here. We've got a revive with a spawn ability coming back in here. And we take that out. We then get that. We summon the shark, which takes that down, do the rest of the damage, and we have some more abilities there with our summoner surviving. So we're getting 2 hits there. We fought ninjas, we're going to be bad. We seen a 200 unit there, but we chipped away at it, chipped away at it, chipped away at it, kept the unit alive at the back right. Fantastic.
If this were
What more can I actually say? What would I do
killed.
here? What would I change? Honestly, there is not much to change. It would be the matter of fact just making these golden... Add him in a bit earlier on. Well, I could add him in now, but I mean, this guy's solid. This guy's solid. If I add him in now, we've got a lot to do. How many games have we got? Like, potentially 6 games if I lose 1 life. The summon 10, but then double the stats is kind of good, but then if it's coming in like that, I mean, this just solidifies that. Shark's good. This is good now for where that's positioned. I gave my stats. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to hold him in my hand. Rotate. Rotate. Nothing. Right, I'm going to play him now. That could be a mistake. I mean, it could be. But will it be? You'll need to find out. Because all these units have cursed. Dwarves can get big. Like those brews do get big. But not too much there. The shields are going to actually be beneficial for us depending on what they attack. Okay, that could have been a bit better. Shark's going to attack, does that, double the stats, so it's not even a 13 there, 22. Shark is going to then take that out, so we keep a spider on the board. Unfortunately, that does die. Shark, but the dwarves aren't that strong. We're not... Oh, Baron von Buff, give him it. Oh, we might get him, we might get him, we might... Oh, boo. You had to attack Baron von Buff. But we had a lot of curse units dying there, so I'm interested to see what that swamp thing goes up to. And the board just whittled down quickly there. He's a 39-38. He keeps those stats. That wasn't a bad switch when we did it. Yes, we'll take him so we can get him golden. What does he actually do golden? Does he do anything differently? Triple its stats. A triple? I've never seen triple before. Crocodile, not great. Another summoner. Oh, we do have this guy, but we can't really play him anywhere. Let's rotate just in case we can pick up something. Now. Okay. I mean, look at these stats. You initially wouldn't think they're that great. They might not be against ninjas, because ninjas do keep scaling, but that's going to be fine. Because it's not going to be fine. I hate that first attack ability. Do we have enough to drag that down? No, we lose this one completely because of that. Summoner, fantastic. You die though. Yeah, we lose completely because of this first attack, because we can't do anything. We're not strong enough to defeat it. If that makes sense. We need to survive. We're not going to do it. I mean, got it down to 208, but that was tough. Right. Do we win this now? What would I need to do in order to win this? That's a 71-66. I think the first attack will be the downfall here. I could just slap this guy in somewhere. What do I replace him for, though? I'm going to take him. Lady Ghoulish, you're alright, but the curse is kind of annoying. Let's take that. And let's see what we can do.
That one. Or clone it.
Couple of rotates. Nothing. I think I win this one from where I'm at. If I remember correctly on the board. I don't know. Actually, is this more ninjas? Wait, did I just play you? No, am I playing you again? What the heck? 500? Am I playing the same person again? Alright, okay. So Undead's not a match against ninjas. As you'll see here. Because there's only so much we can do. He's got a first attack. He's just going to wipe everything out because everything is cursed once he attacks. Plus, he's at 500. Like, we've got a 136, but it's not enough. We got it down from 500. We took a lot off it. 200 there. We got it down to 179. But, like, what can you actually do? It's easy to play ninjas. You want a challenge? Play Undead. You will get there eventually. You could see what we were making up there. But honestly, the ceiling's not that high, and you do come up against things like that, so it's going to take a really good run in order to see more benefits. Unless you've got other tips and you enjoy playing Dead, but let me know how you get on with them. Maybe you can make some crazy combos or crazy lines. But until then, I'll see you guys on the battlefield.